Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know, if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And to all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Gonna give a little bit of time for y'all to tune in. I know I didn't set no reminder, but shoot, it didn't matter. I just wanted to come and speak on a few things tonight. I ain't gonna stay too loud on too long on this live, really. Um, just want to touch on a few things. First things first, I hope everybody had a blessed and productive Sunday. And for those on the West Coast, I hope y'all having a blessed and productive Sunday, period. Hey, Angel, blessings. I want to thank those who tuned in to the live this morning. Like I said, I felt like I had to give my just due and appreciation to the people who've been riding and rocking out. Like I said, this journey has been interesting so far. Yeah, everything's good, Eric. Everything good, bro. Just wanted to top in on a few things. Um, Part of it is from this morning too. Um, One thing that should never be accepted, and I'm telling y'all, men and women, that one thing that should never be accepted is any type of abuse in a relationship. Period. Like I said, God put you here for a greater reason, and it wasn't to be somebody's slave or be somebody's whipping toy. Your purpose here is to find love, procreate, keep the prosperity and the family name going until it's time for you to go. Not to be beat up, not to be abused, not to be verbally abused, not even to be threatened, because that's not love at all. That right there is abuse. I can't honestly tell somebody that I love them, and then in the same token, I'm beating them up, or I'm breaking their property, or I'm doing certain things along that nature, because that's not love. That's just being abusive and evil, period. And I don't see how some people could walk around with their heads held high like their shit don't stink, and you running around doing stuff like that. And I always believe that too, even when you doing the utmost, the man upstairs got that written down in his book. So at some point, your karma will come back. And these are to all of you abusers out there. Your karma comes back. It comes back the way it sees fit. And it might come back twice as hard. You know, it's nothing funny. It's nothing even satisfyingly cool about abusing somebody. It's not. And if you're supposed to be loving them, that's what you're supposed to be showing. Love, compassion, care. Everything else should be out the window. Period. And I really don't see how some people are allowed to even do stuff like that. That's borderline kidnapping when you're trying to keep somebody from going or moving forward, especially if they don't want to be with you. And I don't understand how some of y'all could really think that that shit is cool. If somebody's unhappy with you and if you ain't going to fix it, you might as well leave them alone and let them go. Why should they have to suffer? Because you want people to suffer. Hey, Miss Queen, blessings. No doubt, sis. You know how I do it. Like I said, I try to show everybody love when I know they live. And sometimes I don't get notifications. I just be scrolling down and catching people. So, but it is the truth though. Some of y'all women and some of y'all men too, because there are some men out there that are getting abused and just refuse to leave. There's no need to sit here and tolerate that at all. None whatsoever. Like I said, you are here for a greater purpose. And I wish some of y'all women and some of y'all men would understand that you are here for a greater purpose, regardless to how you feel. You can't allow people to infiltrate your mind and make you feel a type of way. And if you are coming from an abusive past, I don't think you should be going anywhere where there could be future abuse too. You know, some people have to learn to take the time and heal and just fall back from the dating scene, especially if you just got out of something bad. And the reason why I say you need that time is because you don't want to have a future relationship and now you have doubts or problems. You know, that's something that shouldn't be overlooked either. You know, and then you got some people who know that these people are being abused, and you got some that won't help. Some think, oh well, shit, they want to keep going through this, but sometimes they might actually be held against their will, and you not even knowing it. You know, like I said, one of my mother's friends passed away just behind all of that shit. Abusive husband who didn't want her to fucking leave and be happy. And he didn't want her to be happy because not that she was just beautiful, but because everybody loved and cherished her. Something that you didn't have. So of course you had to steal that joy. And I never could call anybody a man if you trying to steal joy from somebody that you're supposed to be giving joy to. I'm sorry. I can't call you no man. I can call you a punk bitch because real men ain't gonna put their hands on a woman like that. Real men are not gonna sit there and abuse their quote unquote spouse. Shit is crazy. And for it to be tolerated and accepted, and if you're not going to stand up for yourself, that's even worse because this is when the abuse will continue to happen. Until you stand up firm and you ready to really move forward and get the hell away, you're always going to have the same problem. And sometimes it might not even be to your best option to stay in that type of situation. I don't care what it is. If you got to get the fuck up out of Dodge with no shoes on your feet, so be it. But your safety should be always the number one option. I don't care what it is. Your safety overall should be your option. A woman deserves to be slapped around, black eyes, broken ribs, hospital stays, none of that. Like I said one time before, that's just something that shouldn't be tolerated. And some of y'all men ain't really men because, like I said, if you could beat up on the woman that you claim you love and care for, what the fuck does that say about you? Like I said, we know certain situations, these type of beta males are coming from a fucked up background. But even if you're coming from a fucked up background, you should be able to distinctly use your brain that God has given you. Yeah, I seen this happen back in the day, but I don't think that's the way you're supposed to be loving on somebody. But some of y'all sit there and think that that shit is normal. And because nobody has come to you or because nobody has really sat down and explained to you certain things, some of y'all are going to continue to go down that route. So it's like no matter what you do, you're going to be an abusive person. When if you're going to be that type of person, you don't really need to be in a relationship. You need to find yourself. You need to find God a little bit, and you definitely need to change some things. And then again, some of y'all women have to stop putting yourselves in these positions too. Because if you got more than one friend telling you, I don't think you should take this route because of whatever, and you decide not to listen, that's when all the things happen. Just like I said, you know, you got to start paying attention to people when they telling you certain things for your own good. And sometimes God himself could give you a clear vision that you shouldn't go that way. But if you're going to ignore that, then you can't be surprised when you get everything happening to you at once. If somebody done already told you this person is an abusive person that has had prior issues with abusing people, that don't mean you should go after them. I don't give a damn if they, I don't give a damn if they how you say it, how y'all women want to say, I don't give a fuck if that was the sexiest nigga in the world for y'all. The sexiest person in the world probably got the worst attitude. And that's on both sides. Because some of y'all women are beautiful, but some of y'all insides are so fucked up, it destroys the beauty. You know, like I said, depending on what background you came from, even if you're coming from a severe bad background, if you was able to escape it, you should already have enough notion to say, okay, this is what I don't want, this is what I don't need. But again, if you know you want that abusive time, you don't deserve to be in no type of relationship. You need to find a relationship with the man upstairs and figure out why it is you're doing what you're doing. And then from there, move forward. It's like I said, love does not cost a hospital stay. Love does not mean I'm going to break your your items. I'm going to keep you from moving away from me if I know you're not happy. And some people are trying to force somebody to be happy, which you can't force somebody to be happy. And you can't force somebody to stay with you neither. That's borderline kidnap. You can't do that. Hey, Anita, blessings. Liz, I see you in here. Blessings, sis. Y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. Um, hey, you gotta stop that. You gotta figure out ways to try to combat that because no abuse is accepted or tolerated. And I don't see how some people can continue to have that cycle going of violence. And seeing that's another way we are losing our peoples left and right because we have people who are getting themselves into these situations they know they shouldn't be in. You know, like I said, sometimes I got to stop thinking with the lust factor and start thinking about a trust factor. You lusting after somebody and then you come to find out they abusive. What you do then? You should be leaving. It shouldn't take more than one time for somebody to understand that this is not right. You know, that's why I said you can't allow people to infiltrate your minds with anything. You know, that's what I'm saying. When it comes to these type of topics, yeah, you're gonna get them here because this is things that are still happening as we speak. And like I said, I feel like no love is worth somebody's life. No love is worth somebody losing their life. No love is worth really harming somebody to a point where they don't even feel good about themselves. And see, some of y'all men fuck up because when y'all doing this to these women, some of these women are already having trying times, you know. And I feel like some of y'all know who to pick and who not to pick with it when it comes to abuse. Y'all going after the people that you know ain't going to fight back. But you're not going after people that you know is going to give you a run for your money. And like I said, that's beta male tactics. Let me attack the weakest one I think I could attack. If you're a strong male, you don't need to attack nobody. What you need to do is attack the relationship in the right way. And that means no abuse, no arguments. We know arguments are going to occur here and there, but you shouldn't get to a point where you got to worry about y'all fighting or possibly getting arrested. Because, like I said, domestic violence and domestic abuse ain't being tolerated in certain states no more. It doesn't matter who did what, you're both going to jail. And that's the sad part, man. It's just crazy because I don't understand that shit. And I never could understand that. Maybe I was just built different. Because I haven't been in the most perfect relationships coming up. But I ain't never get to a point where I felt I had to beat your ass up either. Because that's just not me. Because if I was doing that, that'd have been like me hitting my mother or hitting my grandmother. I wasn't gonna do that. And it wasn't because I knew they would probably was going to try to come at me. No. It's just I can't see myself harming no woman. You know, I'm just saying, shit is it's crazy. It really is. You know, like I said, take into consideration that you are here for greater reasons and not to just be somebody's whipping toy at the end of the day. Yo, BS, salute. Tia, blessing, sis. And that's the sad part. Some of y'all got to start thinking before you do things. And again, some of y'all women got to stop putting yourselves in a situation just because of the lust factor. I don't care if the nigga look like Usher Raymond in his prime. Do you think that's going to mean he might not be whooping on your ass at some point? Like I said, you got to fucking think outside of the lust factor and think logically, man. Because that one mistake or that one bad decision could be your final decision. Like I said, we just lost people out here recently. I lost a friend recently because of that. Not listening to the friends when they told her not to deal with this person. She dealt with them anyway. And sure enough, she's no longer here. That's why I said you have to listen to your friends. And then some people I've noticed do that shit too. Somebody's telling you about somebody that you know for a fact is abusive, and then even if they told you they have had you know, prior dealings with this person, you would still deal with that person just because, oh well, maybe he's not going to do this to me. I don't know why some of y'all women think that. If more than one person has told you that this person is abusive and even had dealings with them, that don't mean you're going to change them. No, that means you should stay far away from them. Because if they ain't willing to change themselves, then you can't change nobody. That right there is a whole fact, you know. You know, but it's just crazy. It is because like, how could you even sit here and remotely feel that you a king when you showing signs that you were doing things that kings wouldn't do? I don't know too many real kings that was putting their hands on their wives or putting their hands on their women. I've seen pimps do it, but not no kings. You know, it's a difference, and some people need to realize that you can't call yourself any type of a king or any type of a real man if you're an abuser and you're using that abuse because you feel that makes you powerful, that makes you in control of everything. No, you can't go that route. Hey, Cheryl, blessings. Yeah, that's all you can do, sis. See, like I said, the devil is going to try to come at you in all sorts of forms. And I feel any type of abuse is the devil itself. And if you are going to sit there and allow that, or you're going to continue to tolerate that, then there's no coming back from that. And if you manage to escape it, that should be your first and last time going through any of that. Yes, we know sometimes it ain't easy for a person to get away, but if you know you have an opportunity to, you might as well take it. You know, like I've always believed that I didn't have to have my father in my life all the way to know what real male characteristics are to be expected in life. It's what I had a whole bunch of uncles, cousins. I had people for that. I had people that wasn't family that could still they still consider me a nephew, and we ain't blood related, but they know for a fact because they had that much love for my moms, and they ain't want to see me go through the ins and outs, especially with my background. And they did what they were supposed to do as men and showed us different ways to maneuver. Welcome, Twister, and happy Sunday to you. And we praying for you, not just Anita. We praying for you too, Cheryl. I don't know what's going on yet, and but I'm still giving prayers to those who would need it. Y'all all need healing prayers at this moment. Because some of y'all going through real trying times. Like I said, Devil gonna try you on all aspects of the game. But you really just gotta have your faith strong. I don't care if you a devout religious person or not. You just gotta know that there always gonna be obstacles around every course, you know? And it's crazy. Again, it's just crazy because how do we attack something that's still going on to this day and make it known that nobody is tolerating it no more? I honestly feel like some of these people need to get dragged out and beaten up and embarrassed. Let them feel exactly how the person they've been doing it to, let them feel that type of way. See if they wake the fuck up then. I'm just saying. It's crazy because, like I said this morning, we all can learn something from each other, and we all have something that we can pass to each other. But this thing right here, it has to be a national awareness that these type of things should not be tolerated no more. And I feel like this: if you really think you a man for beating up on a woman that you know you already got the physical advantage over, then what does that say about you mentally, and what does that say about you personally? You ain't no real nothing. You just a bitch. You a bitch hiding in fear, and you're gonna try to do anything possible so you can keep that shit hidden. I don't want them to know that I'm that abusive. I'm just no, nigga. You shouldn't be abusive at all. Because if you can hit a woman, what does that say about you? You probably hit your moms if you had to. You know, it probably is true, Twister. Because like I said, I don't delve into certain people's personal lives, and I don't really care about nobody's personal life because actually things that are happening in real time. And then some of these women are going to do what they do. Hey, that goes to show you where they level of mentality is at, and that they already probably been in the beast too long. You know, some people would think that this is going on and this is to be accepted, or you trying to make an excuse for something. You can't make an excuse for that. I feel you on any type of paper that's dealing with domestic abuse, pedophilia, rape, anything. There's no forgiving that. There's no even supporting that. But you will have people who will support them and try to make any type of thing logical to try to benefit them. Can't do that. It's okay, Angel. Take your time. I know these type of things. I really hate him. And again, I'm hoping that you, Anita, you know, you get the help that you need and get away from whatever it is you need to get away from. That's why I told you if you feel comfortable, you could drop the email or whatever. Because we don't judge over here. We don't play those type of games. We try to help each other the best way possible because we are a family over here. You know, I know Anita, but see, this the thing too, sis. And I want you to hear this while you here. If you feel you gotta do whatever it is you gotta do to protect yourself, do what you gotta do. Because at the end of the day, it shouldn't be tolerated. And a lot of y'all women need to do that. If y'all know y'all gotta take a stand, take a stand. So I remember it was a girl I was going to school with, cutest, kindest thing in the world, got with the wrong person, had kids and all. Now I can say that. At least you had, at least you had kids with that one person, but still, that one person fucked up your life to a degree, you know? And even though she took forever to get away from that abuse, she got away from it, and it's a good thing because at one point you could tell that person was getting abused. But then again, you couldn't really do much, especially if you was going to go back and accept it. You know, I feel some women are strong enough once they ain't got slapped, once they ain't coming back to that. Because if they wasn't getting slapped like that, not even by their fathers or by anybody of that nature, why should they tolerate it? And I can respect that. Twister, this is what I do. I know you new here, but I'm gonna just give you the rundown. These are the type of conversations you're gonna have. Don't have to be daily, but you're gonna have these convos and these awarenesses being brought because nobody's bringing them. And for those who are bringing them, they are not getting the just recognition they deserve. So if I gotta be on the forefront foot, so be it. You know, some of y'all ladies are gonna have to defend yourselves the best way possible. And some of y'all fellas that are getting abused, y'all know what y'all gotta do. Just up and leave. If she's not coming at you in any type of weapons or anything, you got free will to just up and leave. Because what is she going to do? Drag you by your foot back to the house? Unless you that weak, it ain't gonna happen. You could just get up and leave, especially if you know you're not happy in the situation. And some of y'all women have ample opportunities to leave too, but you won't. I'm gonna check that in a minute, Angel. I'm gonna check that after a while. But like I said, this is something that should resonate, and this is something that should really awake the people. You know, it's about time to put an end to all of that. Because there should be no way any man or woman feel comfortable abusing a quote unquote partner. See, I could take a punch to the face, a slap to the face from a chick. I could take that. What I choose to do after that is all on me. Do I retaliate and hit her back, or do I just walk away and take what I took? I can take what I took because I don't want to have to put my hands on you and it be the worst thing ever. Because that's going against something that I always stood against. Not going to put my hands on you unless it's making love. Not putting my hands on you. Unless it's putting a ring on your finger or something along those lines. Not putting my hands on you. And some of y'all that got Facebook, it's cool to keep your Facebooks, even if you ain't on there every day. But keep it because you might have people that want to get in contact with you. All for this, you know. Some things you really can't bring to social media because everybody is trying to troll every little fucking thing when you can't troll life. You can't troll all the evil aspects in life. And if you think you can, guess what? That karma will come back and swiftly bite you in the ass. You know, like I don't even be on Facebook every day, but I know there's some people off of here that will hit me on Messenger. You know, or if they hit me on Instagram, they know what it is. 'Cause I barely be on that neither, but I'll check from time to time because I know there are people who are leaving me messages that don't call. So I'm just saying we need to open up communications more. We definitely need to put this on the forefront. No abuse should be tolerated at all from nobody. And like I said, those abusers need to get abused at some point, and they will, because that karma does come back. Because guess what? If you done killed somebody out of domestic violence, you think half of them niggas in jail gonna put up with that? They one thing niggas in jail ain't gonna take is niggas that's hurting women or kids or even elderly folks. So you along those lines, you best believe when you get in jail, you won't if you ain't a PC, somebody gonna be on your neck, especially if they find out what you in here for. Don't let it be for no rape or any of the other shit too, because you are definitely on that fucking list to get hurt and get that karma that you need. Period. You know, the main thing you can do right now, neither, is just, try to do what's best for you. And if you know you can escape, escape. There's nothing wrong with that. See, some people got to realize that too. There's nothing wrong with leaving one bad situation if you're trying to get somewhere good. Even if it feels rough for the time being, it's going to always feel rough. Why? Because you just been in a traumatic situation and you trying to like break free from all the shit you need to break free from. This is why I said when some of y'all have been in an abusive past, y'all don't need to go into the future with the same things on your mind. You want to make sure that you in your proper relationship with somebody who's going to really cherish and love you, you know? But like I said, Anita, this is a family over here. And even if I can't directly help you, there's people in here who probably could. And I encourage everybody who's going through something. This family right here, we don't hide nothing from each other. And if we have any type of problems, even if I can't directly help, we have people in here who can help. And that should be reciprocated. You know, as a family, you're supposed to solve problems together. That's why I felt like I built here a family. Even though I know I got a whole list of friends and family outside of this, I built the family inside here. And I want to see everybody doing good. It doesn't matter. Health wise, whatever. I just want to see everybody winning. You know? You know, and that is sad. Some of y'all fellas too, you choose to marry these women, you have to do what's right by them. And that does not mean beating them up or abusing them in any way, shape, or form. If you feel that's what you're going to do, then you shouldn't even put on a wedding ring at all. You shouldn't try to force nobody to marry you and be happy. And nobody should feel forced to be in a situation that they don't want to be into. Period. It's not accepted. At least by real niggas like me, it's not accepted. I can't sit here and watch somebody getting beat up and I don't at least intervene. No, because that's just not the way I was wired. Certain things I could mind my business on, especially if I know this is what y'all do. But then again, I can't tolerate it. If I know you literally getting beat up in front of me, I'm not going to know. I'm going to intervene. Doesn't matter. It's just a sad notion that everybody's so desensitized and only worried about self that they're not worried about what's going on around the people around them. Crazy. Yo, Skyland, salute, my guy. Popcorn, salute. Yo, Popcorn, you got another page? I was tagged in something, but it's not until Tuesday. If that's your other page, bro, I got a notification set up for it. Um, but all in all, just I really have to understand this is not to be accepted at all. And we really need to stand up against that. And I feel all the abusers deserve to get abused at some point. They should be embarrassed, beaten, and everything else along those natures. Just so they could get a gist and a glimpse of what the fuck they're doing and why they should change their behavior. That's just how I feel. All right, no doubt, Popcorn. I got the notification set. So I just had to be sure because I forgot I subbed up to the other page too. I think that was during one of those music lives that Tanya or somebody was having. But I got you, bro. But like I said, no abuse should be tolerated. And especially if you're going through stuff like cancer or any of those type of leukemia, no. Like that's even worse when you're sick and you're getting abused by somebody that quote unquote loves you. That's not a good look. Not at all. You know, and I felt I needed to speak about this because neither your situation is almost damn near similar to my mom's friend. May she rest in peace. And that's why I got mad this morning because I hate hearing shit like that because it reminds me of her so much. She was really a beautiful soul inside and out and didn't deserve to die. But because of jealousy, because of hate, and just because of envy, and just because you wanted to be the abuser and you couldn't accept anything, you know, you did what you did. And like I said, he managed to escape the law, but who knows if he even escaped the actual punishment of God. We don't know that for sure. But don't get it twisted. He did get some of that karma because he tried to pop up at the funeral and the family was not playing. They tried to kill that nigga. And that's what needs to happen to a lot of you men out there. You out here thinking that you big and bad and you can just do whatever, especially towards the women. You deserve everything that comes towards you. Point blank, period. No doubt, Harry. You already know. Anytime the panel or anytime the live going, you're more than welcome. You know, I see you, Platty. See y'all in here. If y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. No, it's crazy. You know, because like I said, nobody wants to see somebody being abused at all. And again, domestic violence or abuse shouldn't be tolerated by nobody. And I mean absolutely nobody. No, it wasn't my mom. It wasn't my mom, Anita. It was my mother's friend that went through it. My mom's died of natural death. She died from cancer. So, but her friend died from abuse. She went to sleep and never woke up because she had just got beat up the night before. You know, that's something that should resonate. And anytime you feel that's the most thing you can do, you need to rewire yourself, brother man, because there's no way you can tell me you feel comfortable. And God forbid if you take this person's life, guess what? That blood is still going to be on your hands. And guess what? You might have actual family members who are that distraught that if they find you, they might kill you they damn selves. Y'all got to start thinking outside of a box. Because some people are going to get their justice, especially when there's a fallen family member, whether it's by the system or by their own system. But that karma does come back. Fucking crazy. Yeah, I know, Nita. Trust me, I know. I said the same thing. You know, and that's why I try to tell people the best way possible. You got a life to live, live it. You know, you can't let nobody dictate how you move in life. You can't let nobody put no pressure on you that shouldn't be put on you. And you definitely shouldn't be getting abused when you know for a fact it's wrong. Like I said, maybe I think different. Maybe it's the weed I'm smoking. Or maybe it's just because I'm actually hitting some points that should be hit. And nobody refuses to fucking bring that to the forefront. No abuse should be fucking tolerated at all, man. Facts. You're supposed to live your life the way you see fit. And you're supposed to live it the most comfortably. You know, supposed to be comfortable in life with whatever you're doing. You're supposed to also make sure you have a balance of happiness. But you can't be happy if you're dealing with somebody that you know for a fact you won't get rid of. And if you have multiple times to get away from a situation and you refuse to, then that goes to show you that they already broke your spirit and they already broke your mind. Hey, DD, blessings. That's why I said when it comes to certain situations, it shouldn't be accepted at all. That should be accepted at all. Just it's sad. It's really sad because, like I said, you would want to see a change in things, but some people don't want to see that. Some people are going to want to continue to see the madness happen. And again, I just feel like this. There's no winning in that type of situation when you're dealing with abuse. There is no winning. You can probably get away from it, you know. And then you have some people who have been through abusive relationships who are scared to open their mouth and say something. And the only reason why they're scared to say something is because they are perceived to be looked at different when they saying these type of things on here. But I feel that's a motivation, and that's also good story for people to resonate with, because everybody at some point has been around somebody who's been abused or being abused or being the abusers. So that's why I'm saying you have to look out for some of these signs. Some of y'all women got to understand. Yeah, you're gonna have some men that are gonna be in sheep's clothing, but they could be evil as all fuck. You have to stop just thinking with a lust factor and start thinking with a trust factor for real. And I feel like this. You shouldn't put certain things out there if you know for a fact it's not going to look good on you. But then again, for those who have been through something and feel they got something to contribute, then you bring what you bring, which is your truth. And you're going to have some people that are going to be evil and laugh about it. You're going to have some people who feel like they're going to try to, bring the worst out of you. But you don't let that stop you, especially if you feel you are bringing awareness and you are trying to break the cycle of violence that's happening. So I said, when it comes to me, I'm going to keep bringing topics like this because these are topics that need to be spoke on. And at some point, we need to definitely work on getting this type of things eradicated out of the equation. Like I said, no type of abuse should be accepted. None. When you say shit like this, everybody wants to, oh, but you just, no, it's called being reasonable and logical. There's just some things we know for a fact we ain't supposed to be fucking doing. As men, we are not supposed to be doing it. We are not supposed to be beating up on our women. We are not supposed to be making sure they're in the hospital. We are not supposed to take their lives, especially if God put them in our lives for a reason. You know? Like I said, you got to understand that no abuse is to be tolerated at all. And I think a lot of you are going to have to stand up regardless. You know, you have people who are actually out on the forefronts bringing this awareness day in and day out, whether they're in the streets or on this internet. They bring in awareness because they know it's the right thing to do. And that could possibly help somebody in a trying time like that. You know? You know? Anita, that's what I do over here. I try to help the best ways possible. I just seen the comment. I try to do that as much as possible. Like if you was actually on this side and you actually would have just came to me on some personal shit and was telling me what's what, I would have tried to help you the best way possible. You know? And I feel I wish my arms could stretch to everybody that I know needs some sort of help. Even if you need a balled up fist for a minute to knock somebody out, so be it. You know? The problem is a lot of things have just exited out of this equation of love and life. And we need to start bringing that back. And again, no abuse should be tolerated at all. And if you feel you any type of real man or woman and you're abusing the person that you're with, what does that really say about you in the long run? That at some point you're going to get that karma that you don't want. And some of y'all are scared to really fucking put your energy where it should be. Hence why you become abusers. And some of y'all, like I said, just come from an evil background and feel, oh, if that's how my mom and dad was doing it, that's how I got to do it. No, you're supposed to think different. If your mom's and your father's a fucking drug addict, are you supposed to be a drug addict? No, you're supposed to break away from that and break that chain. Like I told people, until you break the chains of bondage, you ain't gonna never know what it really feels like to be free. Gotta break away from everything that you know could be holding you back. Yeah, salute. Yo, really salute, my guy. Ain't even see you pop up in here. You know. Oh yeah, congratulations, DD. Don't think I ain't forget about you, baby. You know, congratulations to everybody who's accomplishing a milestone, whether it's on here or whatever. You know, that's how I do it over here. You know, and you know what it is when you've been around certain things for a prolonged period of time, you start to think that is normal, or you start to think that you can never shake that feeling. But I don't believe so. You know, yo, Africa was good, my guy. You know, like I said, when it comes to life, you gotta really, you gotta really live it the way you see fit. And abuse is not one of those ways to live. If you feel that way, you know, hopefully God will wake you up and realize that that's not what you're here for. And some people, again, will never get that chance because once they already made a clear decision to go back to something that's been hurting them and killing them, they never come back the same. And it's sad. Hey, Rachel, blessings. Happy Sunday, sis. You know, I would say yes, Anita, because if this was something that's been going on for the longest, how long are you going to tolerate it? See, that's the thing. You could be with somebody forever, but if they start doing certain things, you know that's a red flag. You need to either try to mend it one way or just get away from it. And some people, it shouldn't take but one time for you to have that issue, for you to say, nah, I can't do this. There's no excuses to be given on anybody, especially if you're beating up on people who are sick. There is no excuse for that. That's just evilness at its fucking worst. I appreciate you for dropping those links, Angel. Like I said, these type of topics you're always going to have brought to the table because these are things that we witnessing day in and day out. And again, some of us are refusing to just really stand up on what we believe in. I can't sit here and watch somebody getting beat up in front of me and think I'm not going to at least try to intervene. Can't do that. Wasn't built that way. And like I said, no type of abuse should be accepted at all. I don't care if it was just recently. No abuse should be accepted because if that comes out, that goes to show that it can happen again and again and again and again. If a person truly loves you, like I said before, they are not going to put their hands on you in any way, shape, or form, unless it's making love or any of that. A real person is not doing that. I'm sorry, any real nigga is not doing that. Especially if they know you sick or they know you could be pregnant. You know, you got some dudes out there that'll fight a girl while they pregnant. Like, nigga, you bugging. That's your seed in there. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I never understood that neither. How you could try to fight somebody that's carrying your fucking seed. And then if something happens, what you want to blame that person for your seed being gone? No, nigga, it's your fault. That's why I said some of these men are not fucking men, and they show it every day. Real men are just not going to react to certain things, and they ain't going to just do certain things just because they feel it's manly to do. There ain't nothing manly about putting your hands on a woman, period. That part I believe. There's nothing manly about that at all. You know? Every time I get situations like that, I get pissed off. Because I can honestly wish if I ain't had to worry about that good old blood on my hands shit, trust me. If I had the pure written consent from the man upstairs, half of these niggas would not even be in existence as we speak now. Because it would really be a Punisher type of move. Of gun clapping on everything. Point blank, period. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Real, it's the truth though. Most of us men think like that. We ain't got time to be doing that. Cause who wanna go through the headaches and hassles? And like I said, in most states now, they ain't hearing that. It don't matter who started what, you're both going to jail if it's a DV case. And who wanna do that, especially when there's kids involved? You know, that's something that should be not overlooked neither. Hey Don, blessings. Happy Sunday to everybody that just tuned in too. Despite the fact that I don't sound too happy, it's just certain things I hate hearing because it will take me to another direction that I don't want to go. But it just goes to show you where the fuck the realness is at, though. Like, no man should ever feel that that's the best thing you can do is put your hands on the woman. Because imagine them beating up on you, and then imagine this: if you was coming from that type of background and you couldn't do nothing, what would make you think that's acceptable when you get older to watch somebody cry like you probably watched your mother cry? That should wake some of these fool ass niggas the fuck on up. Your moms was getting abused and you couldn't do much. You need to stand up on that. Stop thinking that it's just cool to just, that's the first thing you gotta go for is hitting somebody. That's what I'm saying. We've been so desensitized. Like everything has to be a violent moment. No. Relationships should not be violent at all. Relationships are supposed to be held to the highest, the highest degree. Especially if you building together. And this is crazy. And some people have to do that. Some people are gonna have to stand on whatever regardless. Like I said, abuse should not be tolerated on any type of level. Period. And I can tell you this right now. It's not about a height thing. It's just about standing up for what's right. You know, like I said, some of y'all fellas are gonna have to fucking find a way to tap into your soul and realize that some of the things you're doing, it ain't looking good. And it's never gonna continue to look good if you're doing the same shit. Gotta break that cycle at some point. Yeah, I'll still be on for a little bit. Do what you gotta do, Angel. I already know. You've been back and forth with the headaches and stuff, you know. And like I said, I encourage everybody that is here because, like I said, this is a family. Anytime y'all having whatever issues, even if you bring it in the chat or whatever, we are here together to try to help. Yo, the word salute. Like I said, we all here to help each other one way or another. And we can't get away from that neither. No, you good, sis. I'm just saying in general, we got to start combating that too. And that's on all aspects. We have to. Because like I said, we could be up in arms when somebody done lost their life, or we could be up in arms when it comes to certain things. But when it comes to these topics, it's just like it's always a hit and miss. It's always just a uh, that person don't make no sense to help them. They're gonna go right back anyway. And some people actually don't try to go back. Like I said, if you really are in tune with certain people and you know what they're going through, if you a real friend, you're gonna try to help your friend any way, shape, or form. But if your friend is not gonna listen to whatever's being said, then it's only so much you can do but just pray. You know. Yo, still salute my guy. Man, saying this ain't nothing to be overlooked neither. You know, nothing to be overlooked. Like I said, at some point, even us, how can I say this? Even us alpha males at some point are gonna get tired of certain shit, and we're gonna be standing on certain shit. Like I said, I feel like this: if you're abusing somebody, you know, it's crazy. If you're gonna allow that type of thing to be in your circle in your life, then your spirit is already broken. And we will hope to God that you wake it back up. Because again, love does not cost the hospital stay or your life. And even when it comes to verbal abuse, you can't be around somebody that's literally, you know, making you look like you ain't shit. I can't say I love somebody and in the same token I'm calling them ugly, I'm calling them hideous, calling them stupid. Like I can't do that. What love is there? That's not love. That's just again, that's abuse in the evilest form. And you have some people who will tolerate it because they feel like, oh, it's just idle words. It'll be okay. No. Sometimes those idle words become actual threats and actual promises. That's why I said you have to take the chance. And you also have to take the time out to see who you are getting and dealing with before you just go any further. You know, some people are good at hiding shit. Sad to say, but it is true. Some people are good at hiding shit. But again, when it comes to these type of situations, you can't hide it. You know, and then you got some people who will actually try to be in the defense of some of these women, but some of these women are too scared to just, let it happen. You can't sit here and you're getting abused, and then the same token, when somebody stands up for you, you're telling them no, you love them, you don't want to see no harm come to them. Then you got to make up your mind what it is. You really need to. Nah, it's a whole fact. Yo, bro, that's a whole fact. Hey, the other angel is in the house. Blessing, sis. Happy Sunday or happy Monday, wherever you at. Because I know some of y'all are across the globe and y'all already in the Monday morning. So, because verbal abuse is just as bad as physical. Why? Because you are breaking somebody's mental down. You are breaking down somebody's spirit. So yeah, that's just as bad. Because it's like you're beating somebody up without putting bruises on them, but you're bruising their spirit and their soul when you do shit like that. You know, and I feel like this, and this is a public service announcement to any man or woman out there. If you've been through any type of verbal abuse, domestic abuse, even emotional abuse coming up, you need to break whatever patterns and try to make your life better so you don't end up in the same positions. You don't want to be following the traditions that you thought was traditions. And like I said, violence, domestic abuse, or any of those are not accepted and they shouldn't be accepted. At least not by real people. Those is not accepted. And it could be, Anita, not gonna lie, that's the one thing. When you are suffering from anything, whether it's cancer or whatever it is you're suffering from, yeah, that stress is not good for you at all because that's breaking down everything. That's breaking down your body even more than what you doing. You know, that's like you going through radiation treatments and then you coming home to get beat up. Your body's getting broken down. Bad enough the machine is breaking your body down, but then you got to come home and get beat up by somebody that's supposed to love you. Come on, that's not fucking right. It ain't fair at all. And again, I feel that sucker punk shit because if you can allow that if you can allow that, not saying you women, but if you men can allow that shit to continue to happen, you can't get mad when somebody's beating up on your moms. And some of y'all know y'all got your moms, and they probably might be dead. If you ain't trying to tolerate no next man putting their hands on your mom, why should you be the one putting your hands on your woman? That should be an eye opener for some of y'all. If you already know you was coming from that type of background and seeing what your mother went through or what your father went through, why would you put somebody else through it? It's crazy. And that's why I was encouraging everybody, even when this year, I said everybody should be focusing on their health and definitely trying to focus on what makes them happy. 2023 should be the best year you make it, you know? Yeah, she'll be back, Angel. But all in all, like I said, it's just something to think about. And it should resonate to some of y'all fools out there. You don't get nothing but bad, swift karma when it's all said and done doing the things you don't. And if you have tucked in the life of somebody, guess what? Your life is going to be miserable. Why? Because you tuck away more than just a kindred spirit, but you set yourself up for failure. Because, like I said, the one thing some of these men don't tolerate, even in jail, is any type of abuse or any type of harm coming towards women or kids or elderly folks. You don't think they beating up the retarded dude that tried to attack the elderly lady? Yeah, I know he had mental issues, but you don't think they attacking his ass in jail now? Yeah, because they don't give a fuck. They don't. When it's along those lines, regardless to what, they still have a code. And if you coming in there on any type of domestic type of act, any type of sexual act, oh, they on your neck. Ain't no coming back from that. Bro. Like I said, nobody under no circumstance deserves to be abused, especially if they already going through enough as it is. And another thing that needs to really resonate with some people, and I'm gonna talk about that on another live, and I'm gonna leave an open panel because I seen a few things today that just kind of threw me the fuck off. And honestly, I feel it goes back to what I was saying about the schools being revamped inside and out. But I'll leave that for another live, definitely. But it just goes to show you the world is being so desensitized, and you have people who are actually taking their time out of their day to try to do the best, to try to see people be the best, and they ain't getting that recognition. This nigga stupid. You said is it abuse if leather is involved? It depends on what you doing with that leather still. If she got on something leather, then there ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you're gonna use the leather to whoop her ass, yeah, that's something wrong with that. But all in all, again, some of y'all women and some of y'all men, because like I said, I'm calling it down the middle. Got some men who are not confrontational, and they are with the wrong type of women. And this is my thing to some of you men and women. You gotta accept whoever it is that you accepting into your life. Nobody is built perfect. Everybody has their flaws. Everybody has something that they know for a fact. It ain't perfect, but you gotta accept it for what it is. Like I always told people, you don't have to love me, you don't have to hate me, but you're gonna respect me. And I still stand on that. You know? And even if you love me, show me you love me. Like I said, actions speak louder than words a lot of times. And somebody could sit here and tell you I'll never do it again, but if they continuously do it, then they double talking. Like I said, actions speak louder than words. You want to sit here and try to make these excuses and oh, it's just this, it's just that. No. Once you done did something that crosses a boundary, you got to show that you are really remorseful for it. Period. BS billionaire, this is what I do. Like I said, for anybody that's new here, even if you're in the shadows watching, this is what I do over here. And even the other ones that are watching that probably don't like me, I don't give a fuck if you like me or not, but you're gonna respect it. That's one thing. And if you don't respect it, I'll beat it up out of you one way or another. But it's only because that's just how I've been wired. I show all the love and respect, but once you violate, I violate worse. See, I can say I'm one of those. I love deep, but I hate deeper. And I would prefer not to have you on that hate list because that hate could go as deep as hell itself. I appreciate you again for dropping links, Angel. But like I said, this is what you get over here. Nothing different. You're gonna get real life topics, convos. And you're also gonna get some sort of building, knowledge, everything you're supposed to have on the channel. And you're gonna have your fun like you're supposed to. You don't gotta worry about coming to this channel and I'm sitting here for an hour talking about a person. Not gonna happen. Not when there's other things going on, and I could have wasted my whole hour talking about those things. You know, get balance over here, and that's what's going to continue to happen. Balance. Until my eyes closed, that's all you want to see is balance. Whether I'm on here every day or not. Even when I'm on here, it's nothing but balance and love over here. Nah, I know, Angel. And that's why I said, I know about those type of headaches. I used to get those not regularly, but I would get those every so often. But I know why I was getting them because, like how I do now, I be doing too much thinking. My mind is thinking at 100 miles an hour. I'm gonna say 1,000 miles an hour because it's visiting different aspects of shit that is changing in the world as we speak. So my mind is always going to be moving like a motor. So, just the link is in the chat in case anybody want to pop up. If not, I wasn't going to keep this long. I just felt like I needed to finish this because I was partly going to stay on longer this morning and go in about this situation. But I was trying to get the fuck up out that win. And y'all heard some of it this morning. So you can't have a good conversation going from point A to point B and all that win. So, oh shit. Damn, shout outs to shit, shout outs to the plug again. Shit. Oh shit. This is what you get over here. Balance, love, and understanding. Because it's like I said, it's not a chat. This is a family. And like I said, for those who need it, we are here for you. In more than one way, we are here for you. Like I said, if anybody want to add something to it, more than welcome. But I give you fair warning. I'm only allowing those that I know rock with me up here right now. ACC blessings, sis. Like I said, we all can help each other in one way or another, and we all have knowledge at some point that can help one another. And that's what I'm trying to build. A nice little community that's on the same level and will continue to stay on the same level regardless to what kind of opposition comes this way. And I can say this as clear as day because I know it was kind of windy, but I can't say I like what I did. I love what I did. I love the fact that I'm able to bring people together one way or another. I love the fact that I'm doing something that I know is hard for most people to do. Stay on track, especially when it's coming to things of this nature. But like I said, don't get it twisted. Your boy been riding around these streets for more than 10 years before even thinking about content. So there was some things to this shit I was already aware of. Certain things I just had to learn, but hey, everything is a learning fucking experience in life. You got to understand that part. Is that my man with the blunt in his mouth? My man Stilly?
Yeah, I just stepped out of my client's house, so I gotta go put something up somewhere else. Yo, but that's a good topic. You got great topic, man. You're touching on, man, because this is something that touches everyone in one form or another. I mean, every household, there's all sorts of forms of abuse. So like I was just giving a few examples of, but there's many more, man. If you see people being abused, you have to say something, man. Or if not, you're part of the problem too, man. You're like all that stuff. Like I understand, like if you see a guy and a girl they arguing, a couple, like you're supposed to stay out of that. But if it becomes physical, or if you see it is getting like really really violent, like with the hostility, and you know, step in, chime in. Don't be scared, man. Because not, you know, you not to say it's your fault that something happens, but you could help prevent something.
Yeah, that's a whole fact right there. But see, that's the thing too, bro. Like I was saying, we got some people who really do step out on the forefronts, but sometimes it's up to that person. Because prime example, if I know you getting abused by a woman and you keep saying, "Oh, son, I'm trying to leave," nigga, I'm trying to make sure your ass leave too, nigga. I'm not gonna push you back into that direction. Some people will push a person right back into danger because they don't want to be a part of it. And that's the sad part sometimes. Then you got some people who actually stand on the forefront and try to help this person. But if that person is going to go back regardless, then how
Hmm.
much can you possibly do but just pray?
That
And hold
that is
on, Anita.
like that's another thing. Like you're trying to help someone that's being abused, and that's another aspect of it. Like how do you go about it? You know, like
Yeah, because they're going, some of them have already been broken to where they feel that's a norm. So,
like
like I
I
said,
I know a few guys that like, you know, saying that they get abused by their girls, like and like and they it's just like they it's like they're men, but they're not men because of
yeah.
the way the girls go about handling them, and it's like, and like, why you in a relationship like that, you know, like it goes both ways. You know, men go through that shit too.
Yeah, because before you came in, bro, I had already basically broke it down. That's why I called it down the middle. I said it's men that are getting abused because they're not confrontational. There's some men that, like prime example. I'm not a confrontational person unless you take me there. Other than that, I'm cool. That's even even in a relationship. I'm not a confrontational person. I just want the simplest things, like I would expect you to want the simplest things. That's it. But I ain't gonna go crazy neither, and I ain't gonna have to put my hands on you to prove that I want to be with you. Like that's just not me. And hold on, let me answer Anita's question. I got two brothers. I got one from my mother's side, one from my father's side. Both of them are taller than me.
You
But
you
both of
the
them,
youngest? You're the
both of
youngest,
them are
middle?
taller than me. Yeah,
You're
my
the oldest?
youngest just turned 22. My youngest brother just turned 22. My other younger brother just turned 27. Like like I said, I don't have no sisters. I would have had a sister, but she didn't make it past a year, so may she rest in peace. You know. But all in all, even if I had a sister, I wasn't allowing that. I wouldn't even allow that shit with my brothers, and my brothers don't even get in confrontations. But that just goes to show you where I'm at with it. Shit, my brother had to calm me down a couple years ago because I was on the verge of going down and clapping some shit down the way. Like what they did? What they said? What do you? Hold up, I'll be back. Cause I be on it, man. Like my shit goes 0 to 1,000 real quick. And I know when I'm reacting on the right things I'm supposed to be reacting on. Because as a brother, you're supposed to make sure your brother good. And the sad part, you got some people that try to be funny, but my brother, before he was even 18, he was told. So they always thought he was a grown up. I'm like, that's a whole fucking kid, nigga. Like, if you do something, I will fucking kill you, bro. What's wrong with
Yeah, he a big youngin. Yep.
you? Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't tolerating that shit, and I won't tolerate it now. Even though he's grown, I still go to bat for my brothers. I kill anybody if I had to.
I know
Never
what you
mind,
mean.
I fucking children,
I have my youngest
nigga.
brother was like that too, man. He was he's like a year and a half or two younger than me, but
Mhm.
at the same token, he's like a foot and a half taller than me. He's like 6'4", 6'6", something like that. And
Mhm.
he grew up. He was taught at a young age, and you know, but he was no fighter. He was not. He was never that person. And he was like non-confrontational. He like you're saying, like real passive person, as tall as he
Yeah.
is and everything.
Nah, but see, don't get it twisted. My brothers was fighting. Both of my brothers, I know, was fighting. But like I said, we not confrontational people. That's just half of my family. We ain't confrontational. Man, listen, we the coolest people in the world till you fucking cross that line. And then after that, we don't know what to tell you. All we can say is Lucifer in the flesh, and that's it. I appreciate you, Anita. But yeah, this was years ago. I was still that shit. I was still young. Shoot, I didn't even know. Like I said, I had to get the backstory on that. Because I
You know,
always, like I said,
the way you handle things when you're younger and the way you handle things when you're older are two different, completely different ways as well. You know, not many people when they're young handle situations like when that's in the same way as if they're 40s or 50s. You know,
yeah.
because things that'll bother you in your 20s, you look now in your 40s and 50s, you'd be like, oh man, that was man, you a fool for even getting upset over that.
Nah, but I learned that shit years ago. There's things that I knew I was mad about, didn't need to be mad about, but then there's things that I was mad about, and I'm still mad about to this day because we still see certain things like that happening. So
Yeah.
that part of my anger can't never go away. Like I was talking with Angel behind the scenes or some shit, and the one thing she did say to me, but then again, like I told her, I can't lose that anger or that passion to stop doing anything because it's already been instilled in me from a kid.
It
The
helped
whole the whole
build
goal is
you to
never
the man
quit.
you are.
Yeah. The whole goal with me is never quit. You know,
Yeah.
if I'm going to be a quitter in life, then I'm a waste of life, and I can't see myself being either or. So when it comes to shit like this, I'm just going to be bringing it to the forefront, whether the people want to hear it or not. Going to have to eventually touch on it because you could try to run around a problem, over a problem, or under a problem. But when you come back around that lap again, that problem still will be standing there like a brick wall. So what are you going to do? Are you going to break through the wall, or are you going to try a way to get away? Like, come on, you want to knock that whole wall down? Fuck that.
Hey, talking about the abuse, man, I want to share with y'all. When growing up, my mother, it was nine of us, and it was nine. It was I was number eight of nine, and
Yeah.
and then my mother, she separated from my dad, whatever, and then she got a new boyfriend, and so then he used to beat on her. I mean, like, but I was a kid, and I had to see this, and I had to see my mother with bruises and black eyes and all sorts of things, but I couldn't do nothing about it, as much as I wanted to. And then I had older brothers, and they wouldn't do anything about it. And just watching that, like, when I got older, that's why I won't tolerate someone doing any of that stuff in front of me. Hands down, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna you're gonna say you could yell at your girl or whatever, but if I hear like too much bass or aggression in your voice, I will chime in. Like I said before, you know what I'm saying? Told people to do. I'm that motherfucker that'll do it. Like, cause I seen that shit and it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Still to this day, like even the thought of it, helpless.
Yeah,
You know,
because I'm not gonna lie to you.
because
Nah, 'cause I'm not
like
gonna.
like
Go
I'm
ahead,
trying
man.
to say, like, even though my mother was being hit and I'm saying was being abused, I was being abused too because I couldn't do nothing about it. I just had to sit there and watch it and experience it.
Yeah,
And
yeah. See, like I said, and see when it comes to topics like that, like I said, you know, the only reason why I said I could really like relate to a lot of different things, regardless to what, is because I've been around people who've been through similar situations, or like I said, just in general. Like I said, my mother's friend was the most beautifulest person inside and out. Like, and she was one of those, almost like my mom. She would give you the fucking shirt off her back if she had to, but she wasn't tolerating certain things neither. I just honestly wish she wouldn't have tolerated the shit she went through. Maybe she still would be here today. If I can honestly say that I ever had a crush on anybody, that was one of them. That was my fake little boo crush when I was young. I'm like, this is a good person I know should be here forever. And you'd be like, damn, you ain't even get a chance to fully see what I became. Like, that was literally like family. Like that was good family right there. Like, regardless to what. But she showed me, she gave me some of the blueprint. More than just my mom's. If she gave me the blueprint, you know. That blueprint was you can find decentness inside of a woman. Uh-oh. Let's see. Uh-oh. You feeling a little better? What the hell happened, Angel? Damn it. Angel, what happened? Just try to pop back up. Nah, no doubt, bro. Like I said, when it comes to these type of topics, I can't ignore it because, like I said, it's just a common problem that's going on. But she was one of those women that gave a blueprint of how a real woman should be inside and out. Hence
You
why I
know,
think I have a little crush on her. I was like, damn. I was like, why couldn't it be older? Like that's all I was thinking about it. Then why couldn't it be older? But you know,
it is
be like that.
attractive to see a strong woman is attractive.
Yeah,
That's what it is. You know, what I'm saying, see, that's what it is. A strong woman is attractive.
yeah. You know, and see, like everybody could feel that, bro. Because you know, like I said, no kid should have to go through that at all. And like I said, I know one or two people who went through it and they had to get away. Like one of my people's actually left home just because they felt they couldn't do nothing. And even though they was trying to do something, it wasn't working. And especially if the mother is still going back to it. So, you know, like I said, sometimes you might have to just break away from it. But then again, if you know you can try to physically help in any way, shoot, you're gonna have to do it. I knew one person who they family all the brothers got tired of the father whooping on the mother every other day. They were both coming home from work. It was like an argument right after dinner. They all jumped on his ass. He fucking got the picture then, like, damn, I got some strong ass kids. Yeah, because they getting tired of your shit, nigga. They ain't gonna be little kids forever neither. And some of them was already like developing, like they was playing sports and shit already. So you know how some per niggas they gonna get tired of that. Because
Yo,
nobody should want to see any type of that abuse happening to their mother.
no,
Period.
I'll tell you, man. The asshole that was my mother's boyfriend. He never laid a hand on us, but he still abused us too. Like you know what I'm saying. He would do some shit like it'll be dinner time. He'll just start it. I'm saying out of nowhere, start a fit and throw all the food away. Just right there, just throw all the food away. You know what I'm saying? And like what you do about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Yeah,
then
shit
just
like
a
that
kid,
ain't cool.
just gotta eat, just gotta accept that shit.
But no kid should accept that. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. And I'm hoping even a younger person is hearing this at some point. There's some things that you just can't allow, even if you can't physically do much. You still have a mind, you still have a heart. You can still try to do the best things possible and get the help possible. I'm not saying it's easy, but if you know you can possibly ease that tension at home, sometimes you gotta be the calmer mind of everything. Because don't get
Yep.
it twisted. Like I said, no abuse should be accepted at all, and no real man can honestly say you a man if you're doing shit like that in the fucking first place.
And they, I think as well, one of the hugest
Cheers,
myths
everybody.
that stay, women that get with these people are weak.
What we got down there?
That's
They're
Angel,
not.
but I can't hear you. Angel, your earphones are doing it again. No, your
Okay,
earphones are doing it again.
can you hear me?
I can
Sorry,
hear you
can you
now.
hear me?
I can
A
hear you.
little bit better, not too much.
One of the biggest myths are that women that get with guys that are abusive are kind of weak. We're
I'm not
not.
getting none of that.
Angel is
We're,
in and out again.
is that better? I think it's
No,
better.
you in the matrix. You in the matrix, Angel.
Hello.
There we go.
Buenas tardes.
There you go.
Hasta
Hola, ¿qué
luego.
tal?
Me llamo Ana Maria. That's about as far as I go. But I think one of the biggest myths are that women that get with abusive men are weak. We're not. Usually, we're very confident. We're, you know, we're intelligent, confident people. And that's why they're not abusive to start with. They can be the most loving, abusers can be the most loving people that you'll ever meet in your life. And then once they've got you, you know, loved you so much and put you on a huge pedestal, that's when they start tearing you down and start telling you that you're not good enough, that you don't look good enough, you don't act good enough, everything you do is wrong. And then they start slowly beating you down and taking you away from the people that actually do care about you. So then you're isolated and you feel like you can't get out. The only person that's going to be there for you is the person that's abusing you.
Hey, you could hear that?
Yeah, I heard most
Sorry.
of it. No, you good. I heard most of it. But see, this the thing. Like I told somebody, love is not bringing somebody down. Love is not dragging somebody when they at their lowest point. You know, and honestly, even when some people feel that way, again, you got to understand you are here for a greater purpose, regardless of what somebody has said to you. If I was to listen to everything that was said about me from childhood to now, you think I'd be here to tell a story? Hell no. Knowing the rage I be having, fuck out of here. We
But
wouldn't be talking right now.
when you're talking about how do I help these people, it's reminding them who they are, who they was before they met that person, before they felt like
People's
they,
words don't define you,
yeah,
no matter how good they
exactly.
come out their mouth.
Yeah, they don't define you. What defines you as a person is yourself and what you do and how you do things and how you live life. And yo, speak salute, my guy. You know, but it's the truth. Like I told somebody, you know, you gotta try to help the best ways possible, even if it is just trying to, you know, but some people have already been so stuck and wired into that norm that even if you trying your hardest, they will continue to go back. How many
Yeah,
times have we seen
and that
people
is
actually intervene?
that is victimhood.
Hey, Adrian,
That
you
is
out?
victimhood.
Oh, about to say you in and out again.
That is
You outside?
victim status. A lot of people have been victims through their life and they continue to be because they don't break that cycle. These people seek you out because they know how you are. They
Yeah.
know that you're trusting. They know that you're loving. They know that you're caring. So these people, abusers, know how to choose their victims.
Yeah. That's why I was saying earlier, like, you know, they
That's
not
why
gonna
you've
pick
got to
on the
raise
stronger.
up.
Wait, you in and out again, the matrix again. You outside?
Sorry, honey. No, it's these dodgy earphones again. AirPods.
Oh no, I thought you was outside. I keep hearing wind unless that's still.
New
Well, I'm
technology
right
for
here.
us old folks.
Nah, because I keep hearing wind in somebody background. It sound and it ain't me. I actually got
When
my
I'm
window
driving,
closed.
my bad.
Oh
If
no,
you
because
hear me,
I was like, I'm hearing wind as I'm like, Angel, you outside? Hey Anisha, bless me.
It is difficult because they literally drag you down to where you feel like nothing on earth. Not like the worst thing on earth, but absolutely nothing. Like every inch, they drive you into the worst depression. They can drag the strongest person if you let
In and out
them
again.
get
Hey,
stuck on
hey,
you. Mm.
yeah, yo, Angel, we gonna invest in you in some headphones, man. I love you, but damn, like you good one. No, I'm serious. You good 1 minute, and then I'm like, what the hell just happened? Stop living in the matrix, girl.
hey Nate,
I
thanks
might
for
get
having
those
me
You
ones
on,
gotta
to
man.
live in the matrix.
attach.
Look, you can't live in
I,
the matrix. You gotta live in the matrix. Get it right. You gotta live in the matrix. Get it right.
But literally, whether abusers are male, sorry, whether abusers are male or female, they're bloodsuckers. They bleed you dry. They suck you dry of everything, your confidence, everything, and that's so you won't leave them.
Oh shoot, Craig, salute.
As
Tay,
much
blessings. What you cooking? I'm being nosy today. What you cooking, Tay?
as you may feel lonely when you leave them, it will never be as lonely as being with someone that treats you like shit and that makes you feel like you're nothing on earth. also leave because it will end anyway. But it depends on when you're going to get your peace. So if you're in that situation, I'd look for every resource and I would get out of it as soon as possible. It doesn't last. If you're lucky, it won't last. So just try and get out before they've caused as much damage to you as possible. And that's men and females because it happens to us both.
Angel, it's happening again. Hey,
I'll drop
it
you
happened
down.
again. I heard the part when you said no. I heard the part. No, I heard the part when you said getting every resource to try to get out of it, and after that, it went back down again.
Hey
Every
Nate,
resource.
thanks for having me on, man. I'm gonna jump out of here. I just wanted, I'm saying, to chime in on your topic and whatnot. Uh,
Nah, no doubt, bro. Like I said, when it comes to topics like that, y'all already know, like panel open. That's why I said when I drop the panel, it's not just for me. That's for anybody that know they got something to add and chime in on. See what you just did. You just sat there and you gave inspiration to somebody who might be hearing this. You know, we
yeah,
all an
that's why. Yeah,
inspiration one way or another.
yeah, that's why I wanted to put myself out there a little bit to let everybody know. What I'm saying, there's many forms of abuse. Many of us
You know,
go
when the
through it,
panel open, bro, you already know.
and if you see it going on, do something about it. Don't be part of it. You know, like just being an asshole to somebody, it continuously. Yeah, that is too. You know. So, but thanks for having me on. Thank you all for being you. Smile often.
How
See you.
old were you when that was happening?
Yeah, you already, bro. Anytime the panel open, you more than welcome to pop up, bro. You fam, son. You know what it is.
All right, thanks a lot, man. I'll be listening in the chat, man. I'm gonna go in here and get something to eat.
No doubt. I'm about to end this in a minute my damn self because I gotta try to figure out dinner my damn self. I feel like playing some music at some point too. We definitely need a calm down from all of this.
I'm going up in here. Let me see it. All right,
Yeah. Oh shoot. Nigga about to get 18 pancakes, some sausages. Yeah, so don't worry, take a travel bag for your boy.
the happy. I'm gonna hit the happy hour menu real good. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? Give me a $12 burger for $7.
So what do you get for $12 now?
Yeah. All right. Peace out, everyone.
I want at
Thanks.
least a pound of meat for $12.
No doubt, bro.
Well,
Oh man. Shout outs to the bro. Yeah,
I'll,
like I said, just
I'll drop down because you can't hear me, so I'll let you go and I'll go.
yeah, because I want to try to figure this out anyway. Like we should have some music to calm down, but I do
Get away
appreciate you popping
from
up here,
the
Angel.
situation, get out as fast
Wait,
as
say that
possible.
again.
I know it's not easy, but it's possible.
Wait, say that again. Repeat it because now you sound better than you just did.
I know it's not always easy to get out, but it's possible. Hard doesn't mean it's not possible. It is. There's resources, there's people reach out. We're there and they're there. So just don't accept less than what you're worth. You're worth so much more. I'd rather be on my own and be lonely than be with someone who's treating me like crap and making me feel like nothing my life.
Exactly, and that should be an example. Sometimes it's good to either be by yourself. You need to be by yourself sometimes, especially if you're already going through those type of abuses anyway. You might as well stay to yourself until you are not just spiritually healed, but you know, mentally healed. Because come on, how can you go into another relationship, anything, if you still got these type of notions or triggers? It's like you're never going to be able to enjoy life if you feel like you got to be scared in every type of relationship you're in. So
Exactly. You shouldn't jump from relationship anyway. That's how we choose the wrong relationships. We're not taking time to heal, and then we're not taking time to get to know the other person.
exactly.
You can be with someone 10 years and
This
still
is
not
gonna get
married.
brought up, so
I'll let you go.
exactly. You don't gotta. Yeah, you'll see me. I gotta play some music.
I'll get my shoes on. Get the turkey bacon out.
You already. I appreciate you popping up here. Even though we heard part of what you said, I can
I know.
interpret the rest. It's nothing different from what I've been saying though. So
I shouldn't be so stingy. I should invest in new technology, shouldn't I?
yes, you have to splurge on yourself sometimes. Yes,
I'm
you do.
tired. Very tired with my money. I will. I'll speak to you next time. Take care. God bless you, sweetheart.
Love you too, Angel. And like I said, anytime the panel open, you more than welcome.
Thank you, sweetheart. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.
It's no problem. You know, shout outs to Angel, shout outs to Still. If y'all ain't dropped links by now, or if y'all ain't show each other love by now, do so. Like I said, topics like this is always going to come to the table. It's always going to be brought to the forefront, regardless. So we can choose to accept it, or we could just move past it. But I choose to accept the challenge. So I'm accepting that challenge of staying on my swivel and bringing what needs to be brought here. And if don't nobody like it, could care less. Move over to the side and let real people do what the fuck they supposed to do. If you're not going to be on the fucking forefronts. Well, I can tell you. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know, shout outs to the replay game. If you was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout outs and love to everybody that was in the family watching today and that was in the chats, regardless. You know, shout outs to the shadow watchers. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna set a time reminder. I am gonna play some music, but I think I need to figure out what I'm doing dinner wise. Now that I'm fully up, time to get this Sunday rolling the way it's supposed to be rolling. Liz, you know I'm always gonna do that. My bad. Damn loud ass bikes. My bad. Two loud ass bikes. Trying to end the live, and he's public service announcement to y'all bike riders. I know y'all in tune and in love with your bikes, but why do y'all need all that extra sound when it's quiet? You got shit sounding like gunshots out here. Come on, man. We gotta do better. Nah, but all in all, like I said, don't let nothing I said go over your head. This is the type of topics you always want to get regardless. And I'm going to set a reminder. I think I am going to do some music, hopefully within the next hour or so. Just look out for that. If not, you know where I'm going to be at. Again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And to the next live, peace and blessings.